Hey guys, Ranchin here, bringing you all another StarCraft commentary. Actually, Ustreaming this, live streaming this rather, on Ustream as I cast this, and we'll be coming up on YouTube as well. I'll have almost 100 viewers joining me for this, so it's kind of cool, kind of a nice atmosphere. Could be a little laggy for the poor Ustream people, but we'll eventually come out in better quality and with no lag on YouTube. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is going to be the first set, of course, MSL, Bigfile MSL Finals, Flash versus Jaedong. Get pumped. This is going to be a Polaris Rhapsody up at the upper left-hand position. Playing as yellow is going to be Flash. At the bottom right position, we're going to have Jaedong, of course, playing as pink. Poor bastard. Oh, man, I'm super excited for this. Super excited. It's kind of weird being casting with people in the background. But anyway, I have no idea how this is going to go. I have a feeling this entire thing is going to take me completely, just surprise me completely. I have this feeling that something's going to happen that's just going to come straight out of left field. I have no idea what to expect. Hoping for a full 5 sets of awesomeness. No idea how long the games are going to be. No idea what's going to happen. Well, I have a fairly fair clue because, you know, source vids and they kind of get sometimes spoiled with length. But anyway, I'm really excited for all this. A lot of people out there with signs, decent stage people there. And this is going to be Polaris Rhapsody. We're going to see Flash starting off by going for a wall off outside his natural expansion. So he's going to hoping to get his quick expo going. Probably going to go for one Rex and expo he really so likes. And Jaedong yet again thumbing down, I believe. I'm not sure if there were any thumb downs at all. I didn't actually see that. But we are going to be seeing Polaris Rhapsody in the first and fifth set again. And Jaedong last time won both games against the Terran Polaris Rhapsody. And Jaedong, people have been saying, Polaris Rhapsody's not that bad. But it is, really. Because when you think about it, in Zerg, almost half the wins are Jaedong. And Flash actually sent a CV back home. Not quite sure whether he's actually going to be building a barracks there or not. Jaedong, we're going to go for a 12 edge. We're going to see if he sees Flash going for something that's going to give him an opportunity. He might decide to go for some harassing style. Might go for some harassing play. Might go for some very aggressive play here. Flash is going to spot the hatch come down, so he might decide to put down a... knows he's safe enough to put down a quick expansion. Going to go inside of Jaedong's base. Spotting nothing out of the ordinary. Can leave his SV alone for a little while until he starts kind of spotting around. See the extractor come down before the spawning pool. So I definitely think Jaedong is getting himself ready for the possibility of going early Zergling speeds. Still don't see the spawning pool up, and Flash, definitely knowing this, is going to put down his command center. Apparently before he puts down the barracks, is going to be putting down the barracks. It seems like inside of his own base. Not seeing it walling it off. Actually, it took down a strip off his wrist. I think he's giving himself a banana wax on his or Brazilian wax. Banana wax? The hell am I talking? Brazilian wax. While actually... is playing the game. That's kind of weird and feminine. But he's going to put his racks at that natural expansion. Going to continue that wall off. Needs one more supply to be able to finish that. But not going to be expecting an aggressive auction. I really expect Flash not to make the same mistake that Fantasy did, because Fantasy, especially in the 5th set, in the semifinals, he could have had a bunker at the front and that would have saved him. He could have had a few more Marines, pulled off more CVs. He could have saved himself fairly well. And he had kind of an odd wall-in. He didn't have a wall-in in the 5th set, if I remember correctly, and he had kind of a very odd, awkward wall-in in the 1st set, which didn't allow him to defend himself far enough, didn't quite get in time there to repair. Do see an early refinery out there for Flash, though, so he might be definitely thinking of mech right off the bat. We're going to see exactly what it goes. It doesn't have any CVs on the refinery yet, just getting on that now, so we might be seeing some early factory action. And if Jaedong gets a spot on that, not quite sure what his overlord is at the moment. What his first overlord is at the moment. There's some white guys. Yay. But yeah, I think if Jaedong spots that out, he might be thinking of going for some for some pressure. Gonna be putting down a lair at his natural expo. I see Rulex doing gives that natural expo a little bit extra defense. So Zerglings are gonna come out there. Still don't have speed on that. So Jaedong apparently opting might have still gone for that though. So he might have though opted to just get the arrow. Did go for the lair as fast as humanly possible. His extraction was very early. Meanwhile, now Flash actually going to float his barracks off. Seems like he wants to leave a little bit of an opening. I'm wondering when they might decide to put a bunker there or what. He wants to be very careful because he's definitely seen those games against Light from Jaedong, because Jaedong really did play very aggressively, very beautifully in that game, winning both games in Polaris Rhapsody, which is unknown of. I think he, according to an article on his C2GG backhoe, I think actually TLPD might say otherwise, but yeah, according to backhoe, Jaedong has 10 wins at Polaris Rhapsody, and those 10 wins, that's half, at least, if not more than that, half Zerg wins on the map, and when you think about it, that just shows how weak Zergs are against. If Jaedong's getting most of the wins, Spire is on the way, so Jaedong is going for re-standard, has the third hatchery up as well, has the second extraction on the way, so he's going to go for heavy Mutalisks, and he's done this. He did this against Fantasy as well. Going on Triathlon though, went for very, very, very heavy Mutalisks against Mech, and really came out well for him in the end. He just kind of just went in there, amassed a humongous number of Mutalisk and just overwhelmed his opponent completely. It was a very nice play from him. He did expand like crazy as he did so I'm expecting Jaedong to continue expanding, because right now there's two bases, and right now he needs to go out there. He needs to take advantage of the fact that Flash will want to expand sooner now that he's going Mech. He'll also have a harder time to do so, and if, especially with those Mutalisks out there, Jaedong might be able to deny as many expansions as possible. Right now, he's just going to go for as many Mutalisks right off the bat as possible. Seems like Flash is going to put up a bunker there at the front, alongside getting those comset stations alongside. Oh, second factory almost up. Probably going to be seeing Charon boosters, Charon booster upgrades to start things off. Actually, spotted out what Jaedong's going for. Should have gotten a comset station, a scan off inside that main as well right now, so he definitely should know what his opponent's going for. So probably going to be seeing Charon boosters first, going for the Goliaths. Doesn't have any turrets out there. Jaedong has the Sunken Colony at the front just to be careful, just in case there is an early Vulture coming out, although I don't see any Vulture out there for Flash. Not quite sure we actually want to those. Don't see any forces out there for that of that caliber yet. There we go. First Goliath out there, and a very cute girl in the crowd, which just is denying herself the fact that she's cute. But turrets are on the way as well. They're going to be a very important support. Seems like Flash just might get the turrets. Seems like he's just getting the turrets in time for the Mules to come in, so he might actually fight this back fairly well. Jaedong, has a few Zerglings positions across bases, kind of mapping everything out, making sure there's nothing sneaky going on, but I think mostly just so he can put up additional bases soon enough. And guys, with their little, show the freaking game, would you please? Thank you. Mutalisks now coming in. Let's see, 4 Goliaths out there, 2 turrets, more additional turrets being put down. So Flash just focusing defenses on the south side. Show the freaking game, would you please? I don't care if it's people from Canada. God. Natural expansion coming up. Now Mutalisks going to go in there. Only a couple of turrets there, but the Goliaths on all sides. The Mutal is taking a huge amount of damage here. A lot of them very heavily damaged. Are trying to focus down some of these Goliaths, but still taking a significant amount of damage from them. Some more Mutalist reinforcements trying to come in, but they're just taking a hell of a lot of turret fire. That main is significantly vulnerable. All the SCVs are going to be forced off the line because there were no turrets even close by. The Goliaths had to be there. There are Charon boosters in play now, so Flash, meanwhile, is just going to try to eradicate these Mutalisks while he saves the SCVs from his main. He is trying to put up more turrets, but really needs to start doing some damage to these Mutalisks, because right now his SCVs are in a significant amount of danger. He's not getting all the economy going that he needs to, but now SCVs are yet again going to be pulled right into the main. And Jaedong going to be forced back yet again. He can't threaten the front at all, additionally, with his Zerglings. Flash, all in all, coming out of it in okay position. Are going to be seeing an Evolution Chamber and Hydralisk Den coming out as well, so big transition right off the bat into Lurkers. A very quick, big transition from also going to expand here at the lower left-hand position. I think he's also expanding at the 6, in fact. I think he has something in. I'm not quite sure if that's an Expo on the way or not. But, yeah, pretty significant move from him there. Just now seeing the second refinery coming up there from Flash. Jaedong going to be going for these 2 big Expos. Knows he has to completely out-expand Flash. Knows he's putting on the pressure. He picked off several SCVs. He denied some economy, but he lost a lot of Mutalisks. But he wants to continue putting on the pressure. He knows he has to continue putting on the pressure. He has to make sure that Flash does not expand beyond the bases that he has at the moment, because if he does, Jaedong's going to find himself in trouble. But he does have 2 bases coming on the way. Drones are coming off the line. Seems like they're actually running towards this lower left-hand position. And the double gas at the lower left, that's going to be an important factor as well. I'm wondering whether Jaedong's going to try to keep up this constant Mutalisks pressure, because he wants to go for some pressure movement just so he can continue pressuring Flash, just so he can continue. With Mutalisks, yes, they will take some damage. There are a lot of turrets, a lot of Goliaths. Oh my god, there was several barracks coming up right now. Academy on the way. Engineer is actually blinking, because he's actually working on weapons 1 upgrades. So apparently going for Goliaths and Medic Marines. Also has weapons 1 upgrades going. So Flash, this is something I haven't seen Flash do in a while. Going for Goliaths and Medic Marines. He's done this before. And actually I've seen this build eat Mutalisks for breakfast, lunch, brunch, luncheon, dinner, midnight snack. Gigantic fangs that rip Mutalisks to pieces. A lot of drones here already at the lower left-hand position, so Jaedong going to try to saturate things as fast as possible, and doesn't seem to be holding up too large a number of Mutalisks. But for now, at least, he knows Flash is not expanding, and Flash is actually transitioning into Biomech. From very early mech into Biomech. This is very interesting choice of strategy for Flash. Already has 4 barracks up, working on medics and marines. And I'm not even quite sure if Jaedong got a spot on this with his Mutilisks or not. I think Flash might actually be sending Flash because this is actually a beautiful idea because Jaedong has a lot of Hydras out there. Didn't go for Lurkers. I thought he might, of course, yeah, if it was Medic Marines, he would transition to Lurkers, but deciding instead he did transition into Hydras. Of course, transitioning yet again into Lurkers wouldn't be too hard if he just has enough time. But still doesn't know, has no idea about those Medic Marines because Flash has really boxed himself in, putting up a starport now as well. So I think he's going to be working on some Science Vessel stuff alongside, but still beautiful transitioning from Flash, being very creative. And this is something that quite a few people say it doesn't do a lot, but he's being very creative, and I'm really liking it for him. Now going to move out. Goliath's leading the charge. Quite a few Marines out there as well who do have weapons on upgrades. Still don't see the medics. Not quite sure where they are. But upgrades should have hit. I think the Overlord now spots this attack coming in. Jaedong knows that the low left hand is going to be threatened. He has a couple of Sunkens down there. Has Mutalisk ready. Also putting down Sunkens, 2 Sunkens here at the 6 o'clock position because that might be the target as well, because that significantly weaker. Flash did scan that earlier. We're going to see exactly where he goes for. Has a lot of these guys to take the shots for the Marines. Still not sure where the medics are. He did get those medics, so I think he might actually have kept a medic Marine group back home to defend. The 6 o'clock position is going to be the better first target. A lot of Hydras here to defend, and medic Marines are going to be able to rip through those. Goliath and medic Marines are going to come at the front. No medics at all. These Marines might just even be enough. The Sunken Colony is not going to come up. Jaedong going to retreat from the 6 o'clock position. 2 Sunkens are up, but they're going to go all the way back. Jaedong going to be forced to sacrifice this 6 o'clock. Has weapons 1 on his Hydras, but the Hydras, of course, get completely ripped to pieces. And Flash went for armor 1 upgrades on his Goliath just so he could take extra hits from the Hydras. 5th barracks up on his starport up there as well. Haven't seen the science facility though. Not quite sure exactly where to go for Hydras yet again. Gonna meet some medic Marines out there. Do see some medics alongside those Marines on these Goliaths and medic Marine combo, truly ripping through these Hydras. Stim Marines running into the 4. Oh my God! Mutalisk is gonna fly in from the back. I think Flash is gonna be able to fight these Mutalisks back. No problem with all those Goliaths in there. Mutalisk trying to do as much damage as humanly possible. They get ripped to pieces. Some more Hydras trying to join the fight. Cycle Colonies desperately trying to be put up, and Jaedong desperately trying to get some reinforcements. There's not expansion, but I really don't think he's gonna be able to defend it at all. Even more Marines and medic stream as Jaedong types GG. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Get pumped. Hell yes. Oh man, how awesome was that? Absolutely magnificent build there from Flash. Awesome transition. Jaedong kind of sitting there going, crap. And he didn't really even, completely the map. He didn't like go, oh, map Imba, I will utilize it very wisely. He did. But he just basically did what Jaedong decided, instead of going for a frontal break like he did against Light, he decided to go for a macro game. Decided to try to out macro Flash by out expanding. So instead, Flash, he decided, hey, I don't want to go macro game.